What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Marisha LaShay, and welcome to another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, Financial Fanatics
Hey, hey, hey.
edition. Yeah, it's another good content.
Yes, let's do it.
Family, you guys know how we do this. We are going to check in on a scale from 1 to 10. We are checking in on our mental health, where we are and where we stand as we're starting on this beautiful Thursday morning. So, y'all, here we go. Where am I? If you feel free to share those numbers on your social media platform, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, whatever that may look like for you, please go ahead and do so at this time. T and I are going to go ahead and jump right on in and get right onto it.
Listen, I am on a 10. I cannot believe we have been doing this for 19 days. I am so excited.
Yeah,
Listen, we've been talking about some really good stuff.
definitely.
So today is just gonna be just some basic key information. So I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm happy. Um, I don't know. It's just good. Like I can't believe it. Like we're almost to the end. Like this is
Mhm.
crazy. So
Yes,
I'm excited. I'm excited, guys.
yes, me too. I am a reserve 9 this morning. I am like, okay, it is day 19. We have 11 more days to come before you guys. It's like less than 2 weeks, right? It's
My
a week and
Lord.
4 days that we are going to keep coming to you guys. We're going to keep dropping this heat. And it's just going to be more to come from us because this is a dynamic duo. So, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. The question for today is, so what is the question for today?
What are banking basics?
Oh, girl, I was about to say, what is banking accounts? I just wanted to be sure. What are banking basics? What
Basic.
are banking basics? Okay, honey, I
Yeah.
was going to tell y'all the wrong thing. That's why I said, honey, I
No,
was
it's okay because you would have said, and I would have been rolling right on with you. That's what we're talking about today.
true, true, true. But yes, y'all, what is banking basics?
So look, we're just gonna take it back to the very beginning when it comes to banking basics, right? At this point, a lot of people have bank accounts, but some of our good people out here do not. So let's take it back. And banking basics is just basically how do you even get into banking for your financial setup, right? So we have three different types of banks. Okay, so you have your three different types. You have your traditional bank, right? Those are your brick and mortar banks like your Chase, your Navy Federal, your Citibank, your Bank of America. You can physically go into these banks and you can do your banking business there. You have your online banks, right? So these are just strictly online banks. So those could be like your Cash Apps, your Chimes, your Neo banks. Those type of places that do not have a physical location, but you can still do your banking with them. You can have your direct deposit from your jobs added to your Chime account. You could have it also added to your Cash App account, I believe. I'm not sure. You can pay things with these types of accounts, and they also come with a debit card. So you have those. And then you have your credit unions, right? So these are member only financial institutions. So at some point, in order to get an account with this particular type of banking system, you have to meet a requirement. So if you're on social media and you're looking into any type of banking strategies, or you may be hearing people throwing things out, right? A lot of people like the benefits that you get from being a part of the credit union Navy Federal. Now, here's one of the key requirements. You have to be an affiliate of the United States military. Now, you don't have to actively serve, right? But if you are a child of a person who actively serves, a spouse, and even sometimes very close siblings or parents could get a membership at Navy Federal, or even like USAA Bank, or you might have a credit union with your school, right? Your school might have a credit union where only the students of said college are able to have a bank account. You also have credit unions through churches. I know my church has a credit union. So one of those requirements to get an account with them would obviously be a member of the church, right? So there are so many different type of banking institutions, and but those are the three main types. So you have your
It's good, yeah.
traditional, your online, and then you have your credit union. Now there are a
Mhm.
lot of different types of banking accounts, right? So you have your checking account, you have your savings account, and then well, those are the two. You just have your checking account and your savings account. Okay, so those are the two different types of accounts that you can open. However, you could have a student account, right? Which is essentially a checking account, but it is specific for students. Now, here's a requirement that would constitute you having a student account. You would have to have a .edu email set up on the account. Now, Chase Bank does have student-led accounts where students are not charged that monthly fee to have their account serviced. But in order
Mhm.
to have this account, you have to have an active edu email. So it would be Tia Newell at university.edu would be the email that I use to open up my account. Now, you also have a business account, right? Because if you go back to our previous conversation that we had about setting up your money, your business would be able to have a checking account, also a savings account, right, for your business. Now, what you need to open up those accounts are business specific documents. So you would need your EIN, you would need some operational things or paperwork from your business in order to have this account open. It's specific to whichever type of brick and mortar you would like to open up your account with. So lots and lots and lots of information, but those are just some really key things to know about banking. Also, here's something I want you to know. I don't know if you have a question. Stop me if you do, because I'm on a roll. But when you're thinking about opening up your banking account, right? And you're thinking about the convenience, you're thinking about the rewards that they might be giving, because that's another thing, a rewards account as well, right? You're thinking about all of these things that could assist you. We've talked about interest rates before in a previous conversation. So if you're having a savings account and let's just say they're offering whatever the APY percentage is for your money to grow some interest, that is a really, really, really big thing when you think about, if I open up this account, how is my money growing, right? And now you become savvy enough where you can compare banks. Maybe Chase Bank is only giving a 1.5% interest rate on your money to grow. And this could be annually, because those are words that we need to know. Is it compounding annually? Is it compounding monthly, quarterly? This allows you to know how your money is growing in that account as it compares to maybe your student-led credit union account that may only be given a 0.35% interest rate, right? So now you just have this information to kind of help you figure out what type of banking account I would need to have in order to make my money grow. Now, here's something else that I want you to think about when it comes to banking, okay? Not every banking account is made the same, okay? Some banks offer certain things while other banks do not, okay? What I want you to know is when you're setting up your banking accounts, you are trying to create a financial relationship with the institution, because there are a lot of banks that offer different things. So they may offer credit cards, they may offer auto loans, they may offer home loans. And while you're just starting out at the basics and you're just opening up these accounts, you want to be sure that you are building a very good financial relationship with your bank, because as you progress, you may want to get into these different type of products that they have to offer. So that's something that I want you to know. Now, we have talked about in a previous episode pulling your credit report. So here's something that I want you to know when it comes to banking. Like every institution, every relationship, they're going to make sure that people know how you have operated with them when it comes to finances. So if you have ever made a banking mistake, or if you just want to be able to pull your banking history, there is a servicer called Check systems. So CHEX systems, where you can go and you put in your information and they will send you your banking history. So let's just say you were a college student and you left your university and you forgot, that you had some things on auto draft on your student account, right? And that account has closed, you still owe them money, they might not have sent you out any emails or anything. You can pull your check systems report, and now you can see everyone that you owe, and you can start to fix those financial mistakes. You can start to fix those financial debts. So that is a very good thing for you to be looking into, because whenever you're opening up a bank, let's say you open up a bank account at Chase and you decided you want to open up a bank account at Bank of America, you better know that they are communicating with each other via check systems. Okay, they want to know what have you done over at Chase, and if it was anything that they need to be aware of before they allow you to open up an account at the Bank of America. So
Yes.
everybody is always talking to each other, whether they're pulling your credit report or they're pulling your check systems report. There is no running from your banking history.
That's good. I actually went on the site right now so I could, see what was what's going on, honey, because
Yeah,
I didn't get me a track record, honey.
yeah.
So yes, that is definitely something that we want to know and to see what's going on. That's it. Can you tell us a little bit more, like when we do use check system,
Mhm.
CHEX
Yes.
systems,
Mhm.
and they pull our, financial history as far as from bank to bank to bank or whatever the
Mhm.
case. Um, does that information like fall off, as far as for previous encounters that you may have had with the different banks? Or is this some type of thing, that you could just kind of prove your case? Like, how does that work?
Well, with the check systems, some of it may fall off if the account is very, very old, right? If it's a very, very old account. Um, but in most cases, if you fix something, what they would do is they will update the information on the
Got
account.
you. So if this is a case, like if you owe that bank money or something like that.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, got you. Got
Correct.
you.
So if you owed any type of money, if there were any type of, anything that has happened with banks, if you have put out that, your identity may have been stolen, or somebody may have put a charge on your account and it has affected your bank account, that is also on your check systems report.
Got you.
Now, this report, it's not just given to anybody, right? So that, like, I don't want you to think like, oh, anybody can see it. No, this is it's just within the banking system, and you can get it because it's your personal information, right? But nobody else can see it. And once you clear, let's say, okay, lots of people like to partake in different things, right? So we just saw what was happening with the Chase glitch. Please, when it young folks, if we have any young folks out here listening, and some older seasoned folks, if you are listening, do not do not mess up your banking relationships. Do not mess up your financial future for a couple quick $1,000. We have talked so much over the course of these 19 days about different ways to do different things to build your financial wheelhouse, that doing this quick money grab will hinder you in the long run. Because what did I just say? Banks communicate with other banks via check systems. Check systems knows when you've done something incorrectly, when you have taken part in some type of fraud scheme or whatever. They know, and they will report it. Now, you might not, the police might not be knocking at your door if it was a petty crime, but if you messed up a relationship with a bank, just don't do it. It hinders you from opening up bank accounts. It hinders you from moving into the next realm of your life. It just hinders you from the things that you want. Because think about it. If you did something silly when you were 16 years old with your bank account listening to somebody else, and now you're 35 and you want to buy a house, but all these years you have not had a bank account, you will not be able to buy that house until you cleared that situation with that bank, depending on how much money it would cost you
Mhm.
for you to be able to open up another bank account, for you to be
Mhm.
able to put your money into the bank, for you to be able to show record history of any financial dealings that you have done. You need your direct deposit to be put into the bank. I mean, there's so many, all of these things. We're just connecting the dots here. You want to be sure that you are a good steward of your money and a good steward of your life.
Yeah, I think that's pretty well said. And I thank you for giving us a system to go and check about our banking history because some of us need to know about these particular things. If
Yeah.
you were like, because banks are very aware of, they're watching your bank account just like you're watching. And if anything more, and if something is suspicious, you're having too many transactions coming
Mm-hmm.
in or coming out, that's leery. Even if you are, work like, get the correct banking system for whatever it is that you're doing. Because I
Yeah.
know somebody that have not yet to switch over to a business account, but is shutting their personal accounts down because
Yeah.
they keep trying to do business through it and there's
Your
certain
personal.
limitations and it's making it look crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm telling you, so it's in once you start, and I'm gonna just use myself because I've been using myself this whole time. Um, when I first when I first got my student account when I was in college, I have always been like a relationship person, right? So I would call the banks and like figure out things that I needed to do here and there, whatever. And I remember getting my refund check and somebody trying to take the money out of my bank account. Well, I had already built up a relationship with the bank, right? I knew the bankers at on campus. I knew them. So when I went and I was like, "Hey, this is like incorrect, like this," and the young lady told me, she said, "No, we already knew it was incorrect, Tia, because every time you come to the bank, you sign your name a certain way. You sign your name a certain way." We knew it was something wrong, but they wouldn't have even taken the first step had they not even had a conversation with me ever. Had they not ever known me, had you not ever built a relationship with them, they would have just allowed the money to come out because it wasn't a large amount of money. It was a large amount of money for a college student, but everybody who's been in college knows when refund check come around or refund check time come around, everybody's spending money like crazy. So the banks know that already. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have been something to be like, okay, just release the money. And they did release the money though. They did release it. But when I came in and I said, they said, oh no, yeah, you don't sign your name like that. Hold on, reverse that. Reverse that. But I built a relationship with them.
Definitely. So I think it's going back to building a relationship with your financial institutions to ask the questions, even if you did fall short of the glory. Because even when I do ask questions of rationale with certain banking relationships that I've had in the past,
Yeah.
they wasn't able to be helpful or insightful.
Yeah.
However, calling around within the same institution
Yeah.
can and will be. If they say that it's handing over to another department, the
Yep.
bank has different departments.
Yep.
Talk to everybody. How can I eliminate this process? How can this not start asking those questions and relationship building so you can be, all we're saying is relationship building can save you from situations.
From it could save you from a lot of things. It could save
Yeah,
you from a lot of things. But as it pertains to just the bottom line, what you want to be doing is you want to know what type of bank account you would like to have. Would it be at a brick and mortar? Do you physically want to be able to go in there? Do you want it at an online bank where you can't physically go somewhere, right?
yeah,
Or do you want to be at a credit union, which is more, it has more specialized requirements or specific requirements, I'm sorry, for a smaller population of people. Do you
definitely.
want that? What type of
Yeah,
checking account do you want to have? Because not all checking accounts are made equal, right? Do you want a checking account that has a monthly fee of $12? Or do you want one that has a monthly fee of $3? Or do you want
yeah,
one that has a monthly fee of no dollars, right?
yeah,
How does that monthly fee play into your life, right? That's one thing that you want to be looking into. You want to have a savings account if you're going to go the traditional banking route. Do what type of interest rate are they giving you for putting your money into their account? What's the return, right?
Talk
Are you
about it.
getting one that's 1%? Are you getting one that's 3%? Now, we've had a lot of conversations about that. That's not a whole lot of money. So I'm going to just leave that right there. But if you are going this route, you need to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck. Okay. And then when you're also picking a bank, you want to think about other areas of your life too. So you may want a car, right? You're going to want a car. Does my bank offer car loans? And
Mm,
if they do, what's the percentage of internal customers actually being approved for those things, right? So that's that. The second one, do they offer home loans? Do they offer lines of credit? Do they offer personal loans? Do they offer things that may not that I may not have thought about to help my credit, but do they have certain products in place that help me build my credit while continuing to build a relationship with them? You have to be thinking about all of the ways that banking can play into your life and how it's going to help you. It is more than just a place to sit your money. It is a place to allow you to start building those relationships to help your future self become who he or she wants to be.
amen. Well, that was well said, you guys. We're not going to continue to hold you hostage in our financial fanatics series, but we will continue to keep dropping those gems. Thank you guys for tuning in today. This is our time. We're coming to a close, and we love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place.
Same place.
Peace.
Peace, peace.